I'm gonna keep this short because my fan on my laptop is terrible. It probably sounds really terrible in this recording, honestly. It's been about, let's see, August is when I made the last video, and when I started going with he, him pronouns with some close friends. It is now July. No, not July. I don't know. It's been a long night. It is now March. Um, so it's been a minute. And I, in this last week, have come great lengths compared to where I was in August. I am now out to a large majority of people in my life. And that mainly happened this last week. For the longest time, it was a few close friends. I have a girlfriend now, Michaela, amazingly supportive. Um, and she knows me as he. I've been going by the name Maxwell Milo, which is the name I would have been given had I been born male. We knew each other before I was trans, but she has been, ever since I came out to her in late August, before we were dating, she has referred to me as Max and he and him, and she's been amazing. But I started out being out with my friend, a few close friends, and that slowly spread. And I also had a group of internet friends that I made shortly after I made that first coming out video to myself. And they called me Max and he, him pronouns. And they have been just really amazing and supportive and helpful. This last week, I came out to my mother a week ago Saturday, so today's Thursday. I also came out to my sister and my niece, and then after I came out to all those people, I made a Facebook on which I blocked everyone from work on, and I stopped using my old Facebook. That way I could still stay in the closet for work, but with my personal life, I could be out of the closet and be myself. I haven't gotten any negative reactions. I haven't gotten any super negative responses or anything like that. So I am considering myself lucky that everyone in my life has been relatively supportive. I will admit that my mother's reaction does worry me on a long-term scale. At the moment of the conversation, which was actually relatively brief because she kind of guessed it, I worry she does not see how serious I am about being trans and what I mean by I am what I mean by it. Because she kind of guessed, so you want to be a boy now, when I told her I had to talk to her. And while she was not unsupportive, she did say that, I love you, and you'll always be Jade to me. And I think she meant it in a supportive way, like you'll always be my child, and I love you. You're always the same person. But I think there's also some kind of, I worry about the underlying meaning behind that, as in perhaps she will never see me as Max. I told her that I was using the name Max, and she was disappointed because Jade can be a unisex name, and she likes that name. But she admitted, hey, that was the other name I had picked out for you. I have yet to hear her use a masculine pronoun for me, and I have yet to hear her call me Max. But most of our interaction is at work, to be fair, where I am not out, and I would not want her to call me Max or use he or him pronouns, because that might out me to people, which is not something I'm ready for at work. that being said, I'm still worried about where I'm landing on that. There hasn't been a use of many pronouns or anything necessarily since I came out. Although there was one instance where a she pronoun came up when it was just me and her outside of work. So, I am not sure where I stand in that process, in that journey with my mother. But it is a journey that has only just begun. So, there's a lot of time for progress and growth. And I'm hopeful that it will end up being an okay experience. I am extremely stressed out about work and how this will affect work. I was a little bit overwhelmed with how fast I moved this last week with coming out to people and starting a new Facebook and stuff. And when I got back to work this last Monday, I was paranoid and anxious because I felt like everyone else at work was just gonna know that I was lying and that I was a trans guy and I was hiding it. I also didn't get much sleep that night, so I think that's why I'm a contributing factor to how stressed I was and anxious. But they don't. No, it's been okay there. So I am still very concerned about my long-term journey there and how this will affect, especially with me coming up with leadership training this next month. That is like an investment in me through the company. So I feel like that could make a difference. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit hopeful, but I'm a hell of a lot scared. I've been thinking about starting a vlog on YouTube, but I need to get this laptop either fixed or replaced because this fan will drive me nuts and it is not good for video quality. Not that that's a big deal right now. Yeah, so I'm Maxwell Milo. That's pretty great. Also, I know in the last coming up video I mentioned I have a dog in a house. I now have a cat also and a girlfriend, so there is a whole lot more love in my life right now than there was then. I will admit, it was a rough time in my life just then with that last video update. And while I have a lot going on and a lot of stress, I am in a much better actual place in life. I have a lot of love, I have a lot of support. I also have a car and license now. So, doing good. I have to keep reminding myself of all the good going on in my life, so I don't get focused down on the stress and what's going wrong and what I'm worried about. I am still pre everything other than coming out. I had not started T, I have not gone to the doctor about it, I have not started started the process with therapy that'll lead to being able to get on T. I started to work on getting a therapist for a minute, and then I ran into one slight hurdle, and I just lost all ambition with that. That's the thing I struggle with, is I lose ambition for things and tasks very easily sometimes. I have been very tired lately, and I think it is depression working back up. But today I felt better than I have in a while. I made myself actually stay up for work so that I could go and do stuff before work with a friend, and that helped a lot. So yeah, I've gained a lot of weight, but that's just because I have a nice stable relationship, and man, do we like some junk food, but that's okay with me. I will admit it's really great to live with someone and have someone in my life that is so supportive and kind of helps me through the difficult parts of this the best that she can. Again, I wouldn't expect anything more than her than to just be there. I think that is where I'll end off because she's actually going to be home soon, and I don't want to be sitting here talking to the computer still when she walks in the door, because then I'm going to end up hitting stop right away. But I've made some progress. I do want to start on tea when I get the chance. I am still nervous about that because I do not want to start tea before I'm out at work, because with tea will come changes physically, my voice, and stuff that I cannot hide at work. And people will start talking like, the hell? Like, I can't be up there with a cracking voice. What am I supposed to say? Oh, I got cold. But, yeah. I also look forward to starting tea for just the plain reason that hopefully my periods will stop, because those are just annoying and a nuisance, and I have to change which type of underwear I'm wearing, and that's a pain in the ass. I just want to wear my nice cozy boxers and boxer briefs and stuff. Ugh. But yeah. Oh, a little bit more personal. I got a strap on, and that's interesting. I've only used it once, but kind of like it. It's kind of cool. It's different, and obviously it's not the same, but it was interesting. It's an interesting experience. I think that there's a lot positive happening in my life right now, and I'm extremely lucky to have great people in my life. For my girlfriend, and I keep talking about her, but she's not the only great person in my life. My friend Andrea has been great. Her entire family has accepted me as I am, and that's pretty nice. I haven't talked to them a lot in person, but yeah, Andrea's been pretty supportive and nice. When I came out to my niece, she was pretty cool about it. There's only been a few people that have came out in person too, just because that's difficult for me, and my niece was one of them. So she was pretty chill about it. She's 13. I also came out to Andrea and Michaela in person, and then who else? Yeah, that might be it. Oh, and my mom. But yeah, most people have come out over text or messenger or something like that. That, or I just friended them on my new Facebook, and I had a coming out message on there. So yeah, progress. Becoming me. Thinking about going brunette, by the way. Might look good. I'm not sure. But anyways.